down into your child's pose. Bring your big toes together, knees as far apart as feels best this morning. Walk those hands out. Begin to relax down towards the floor. If your head doesn't make it to the floor, you can always rest it on your hands or on a block. And just start to allow yourself to find that breath. Lengthening it out, slowing it down. Throughout the first part of this class, if you ever need to take a break, go ahead and do so. You can always simply return to child's pose. Take one more nice deep breath here. And bring yourself up to tabletop, hands and knees. We'll warm up the spine a little bit with some cat-cows. Taking a breath and let the belly drop, the chin, the chest lift. And on your exhale, tuck the chin in around the spine. Again, breath in, belly drops. And exhale, round. Continue on your own breath. Pausing anywhere you need a little extra this morning. Completing the round you're on, make your way back to neutral spine. We'll come into a bird dog. So bringing that right arm forward, bicep by the ear, thumb to the ceiling. Stay here if you feel wobbly, or go ahead and extend that left leg behind you, flexing the foot, turning the knee and toe, it's morning, towards the floor. Really feeling the length. Keeping the leg up, release the hand back down. On your next breath, you're going to cross that left leg over behind you. And then look over your right shoulder towards the toe. Nice. Bring the head back to center. Lift the left leg. You're going to bring it all the way out, around, and up to the hand, coming into a little kneeling stance. Keeping the right hand on the ground. Open your chest towards the front knee. Nice and easy here to start, just warming everything up. Next, exhale, bring the hand back down. And bring the foot back, refining your tabletop. Taking a breath in, let it go. And we'll repeat on the other side, coming bird dog, left arm forward, right leg back. Really lengthen in both directions as if you could tap the walls of your space. Releasing the hand down, gently cross the foot behind, and then look over your shoulder towards your toe. Working into the side body, waking up the core. Bring the head back to central, lift the leg out to the side and all the way up to your hand. Taking a moment to find that space. And then on your exhale, open up towards the front knee, finding that twist. With every twist we do today, remember, gaze is always where it feels best on your neck. Never force it to look up if that doesn't feel right. Next, exhale, release the hand. Step the foot back. Spreading the fingers, weight in the palms, tuck the toes, take a breath in. Exhale, press the hips up and back. Find your first down dog this morning. And take any movement here that feels right. Maybe pedal toes. Maybe shake the head, yes or no. Just let the tension go. Take one last inhale. And on your exhale, slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. Finding your ragdoll, simply forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows. Let gravity do the work. If it feels good, you can sway a little bit side to side. Release the fingers to the floor and slowly roll up the spine. Head comes up last. Take a big breath in and hands to heart as you exhale. I'm going to shift so I don't jump into the wall. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, opening the T-twist to the right. Inhale to the center. And exhale, twist other side. Inhale to the center. And fold forward on your exhale. Inhale to that flat back, fingers on the shins of the floor. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back this first time to plank. Nice strong top of the push-up, belly button to spine, press the ground away. Drop the knees if you need to. Shift the weight slightly forward and lower all the way to your belly this first time. Release the toes. We're going to do a twisting cobra. So as you inhale into your cobra, look over your left shoulder. Release to center. Inhale, rise and look over the right. And release to center. Cobra straight up the center. And release. Tuck your toes, your choice, pressing to table or plank on your exhale. Hold for a breath. And then find your down dog. Again, any little movement you might need. Strong in your down dog. On your inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet. On your exhale, press your heels down. Again, inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale, press them down. One last time, rise up and stay. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Step or lightly hop to the front. Flat back. Fold. Tighten the core, circle the arms and rise all the way up. Hands to heart. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, tall. And twist left. Back to center. And fold it forward. Flat back. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank this time. Shifting the weight forward, lower down. Find your chaturanga if you can. Inhale, release all the way to your belly. Hold for a moment. We're going to go back to that twisting cobra. Inhale, rise and look right. And release. Rise and look left. and release. Cobra straight to the center, and release. Tuck the toes, press up, plank or table. Next, exhale, down dog. Holding in your down dog this time. As you take a breath, let both heels fall to the right. Keeping the shoulders square, firm in the palms. Just let both heels fall to the right, finding a twist in the hip. May feel a nice stretch in your side. With control, come back to center. And on the next exhale, both heels fall to the left. Keep pressing into the ground with the hands, away with the shoulders. Coming back to center. Take one last breath. Big inhale, prepare. Exhale, travel to the front. Flat back. Fold. And rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Last time. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center. Fold it down. Flat back. Plant the hands. Step or hop to your plank. Shift the weight slightly forward. Knees or toes. Lower down. Hold your chaturanga one breath. Release to your belly. Inhale, rise and twist. And release. Inhale, rise and twist. And release. Inhale, cobra. And release, tucking the toes. Press table or plank. Hold for one. Press back, down dog. Big breath in. Let it go. Inhale, rise on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, glance forward. And on your exhale, travel to the front. Flat back and fold. Sweep those arms and come all the way up. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach tall. No twist this time, just coming straight vinyasa down to the ground. Flat back. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank. Lower in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice. And exhale, down dog. Remember in the vinyasas, you can always take them out and meet in down dog. Inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend the knee and let that hip open, kind of like you're kicking yourself in the butt. And then square your shoulders back down to the mat. Keep the breath coming in and out through the nose. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bring the foot all the way forward, runner's lunge. Make sure that knee is over the ankle, staying on the ball of the back toe. Tighten your belly and rise up. Crescent lunge. If you feel really wobbly, you can always take your back leg and step it a little wider. Put a little bend in that back knee. Reaching through the fingers, but relaxing the shoulders. We're going to bring that T-twist back in. You're going to twist towards your front knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, open into that twist. Circle the arm forward to crescent. Exhale back into the twist. Two more like that. Circle back to center. Open into the twist. Last one, circle into center. This time, hold the twist. Taking a breath in, shift forward. Turn the gaze down, bring the hand to the floor, and find your hand down twist. Ooh, sneaky core work. At any point, you can drop the back knee. Circle the top arm down to the floor. Step back, find your plank. Your choice, vinyasa or straight to down dog. Take a nice big breath in and let it go. Inhaling the left leg high. Bend the knee, let that hip open. See if you can re-square the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bring it all the way forward. Runner's lunge. Find your distance. Lengthen that spine. And as you're ready, rise up. Finding that crescent lunge. You'll engage the shoulder blades in the back. We're going to do that T-twist flow on this side. So inhaling at the center. Exhale, open into the twist towards your front knee. Circle the arm, come back to crescent. Open into twist. Circle. Twist. One last time, circle. Come into the twist and hold. Shifting the weight forward, gaze forward. Bring the hand down to the mat. And then opening the chest. One more breath. Hand to the mat. Step back to plank. Vinyasa or down dog. Chaturanga. Finding your back bend. Meeting in down dog. Take a nice big breath in and let it go. Rise up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward. On your exhale, travel. Flat back, fold, and rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Setting up for our chair. Bring your feet a little closer, perhaps the big toes touch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit those hips back like there's actually a chair behind you. So taking the first few breaths, weight is in the heels, hips are going back. If you peek down, you can still see your toes. Long arms, engage shoulder blades. So we're going to do a little sweep here. So I want you to lengthen through your fingers to take a big breath in. As you exhale, sweep your arms back, drop your chest on top of your thighs. Inhale, lift the chest and arms. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. And sweep. Lift. And sweep. One more, lift. And sweep. Bring the hands back up, stay nice and low. Inhale, hands to heart center, and twist to your right. So you can stay tall in your prayer twist, or you can hook that elbow on the knee and use it for leverage. Try to stay nice and long in the spine. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, come back to center, stretch. Bring those hands back through and find your twist on the other side. Staying in that chair, making those legs work. Almost. Inhale, come back to chair. One last breath. Fold forward. Flat back. Plant those hands. Step or hop to plank. Chaturanga. Find your back bend. And we meet in down dog. On your inhale, the right leg comes high, keeping the hips square this time. Really press the ground away. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring knee to elbow, same side. Inhale, press back. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Press it back. This time, bring the foot all the way forward. Find that runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. Turn the palms forward, take a breath in. As you exhale, open into a nice big cactus, really opening the chest. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, open. One more like that. Inhale, reach tall. And open. Inhale, find cactus. Find crescent. And on your exhale, open to warrior two. So make any adjustments on your feet you need. Make sure that front knee is about 90 degrees over the ankle. Nice long arms. We're going to add some movement here. So as you inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the front toes, bring the arms overhead. As you exhale, sink back into your warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sink. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Taking your back arm, wrap it around your back, perhaps grabbing your hip or your front thigh if you're flexible. Then really lengthen through that top arm. Keep the front knee bent. One more inhale. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Front arm to the thigh like a tray of drinks. Circle the back arm and open the chest, finding side angle. Again, gaze where it feels best. Really press away from the thigh and sink into the fingertips. Dropping the bottom arm towards the ground. You can also use a block here. Nice. Next, exhale, circle the top arm down to the floor, roll up on the ball of the back foot, refining your runner's lunge. From here, we're going to come up into a standing split. Finding fingertips or palms on the ground, bending into that front knee. Little pop, and lift that back leg. You can use your blocks if you have them, or sturdy books. Even an exercise step works here if you need a little lift. All right, we're going to take this into a twisting half moon. So if your leg is really high, bring it back to about parallel with the ground. Left finger stay down. Right hand begins to open. Let the chest come with. You can always take that right hand to the low back or hip if that feels better. Keep the breath flowing in and out through the nose. One more inhale. With control, return down to standing split. One last breath. Release that leg and forward fold. You can pedal your legs a little here. come to a flat back. And then fold. Heel toe your feet closer together. Bend your knees. And inhale, rise into chair. Shifting the weight into your right foot, we're going to come into flamingo. Lifting your left foot off, find balance. Perhaps you need to touch the toe. If you'd like to make it more fun, you can straighten that leg in front of you. Stay in that chair though. Take one more breath. Replace the foot, find chair. Big breath in. Shift. Lift that right foot. Take your variation here. Keep the arms long, the shoulder blades engaged. Find that focus point. One more breath. Release the foot to chair. Sink low, breath in. Fold forward. Flat back. Plant the hands, step or hop back and take it through your vinyasa, or go straight to down dog, your choice. Beautiful. Nice big breath in. Let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Find your firm upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to elbow. I almost said elbow to knee. Knee to elbow, same side. Press it back. Knee to opposite elbow. Press it back. This time bring that foot all the way up. Runner's lunge. And when you're ready, rise up. Crescent lunge. Beautiful. Turn those palms forward. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, pull down to the cactus, maybe with the back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. Inhale, stretch. One more. Pull it down. Lift it up, breath in. Exhale, open to warrior two. Nice. You'll engage the shoulder blades. Gaze either out over the middle finger or straight ahead. Here comes that movement. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the toe, lift the arms. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink it down. Flipping the front palm, reverse that warrior. Taking that little half bind, so wrapping the back arm. And it's okay if your arm doesn't come all the way to the other side. We just want to open that chest and stretch through that shoulder. Next, inhale, come back to warrior two. Reaching forward, front arm to thigh, circle the back arm, open the chest, side angle. The circles are nice to do not only for joint mobility, but some people have impingements in their shoulders. And when they go straight up, they don't get quite as far. So that nice little circle is a bonus. It helps you get a little more open. Dropping the bottom arm towards the ground or a block. Doesn't have to touch, just going for length. One more breath. Circle the arm down, turn on the ball of the back foot, find that runner's lunge. Fingertips fist their palms, tighten the core. Next, exhale, little pop, standing split. Make any adjustments. Remember, you can also use your blocks here or sturdy book. Don't use a paperback. Really lengthening and then releasing. Keeping the breath flowing in and out through the nose. You're almost there. Bringing that little leg to parallel with the floor. Right fingers stay down. Open up, finding that twisted half moon. Arm can stay up or you can release it to the low back or hip. Wobbling is good. Shaking is good. It means it's working. Take one more breath. Release the hand, come back to center. Hold that split. Next exhale, release the foot down, forward fold. Do a little Padmasana here. Taking your peace fingers, grab a hold of your big toes. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, use that grip to pull yourself down just a little more. Release your grip. Heel toe your feet, about mat width, toes out, heels in. Bend your knees, lower into a little Malasana. Bringing the hands to the insides of the knees. Gentle pressure if it feels right. We're going to transition into the yin part of class now. Take one last breath here. Place the hands down, let yourself come to hands and knees. And then just have a seat. It's a great point to grab some water. And if you have any blocks or bolsters or pillows nearby, you can go ahead and grab those. Great. So we're going to start in dragonfly. So dragonfly is simply a straddle. So find your distance. I like to place a hand in front and a hand in back. Lift myself up and then place myself back down. It helps me get a good angle. You can have a little bend in those knees, perfectly okay. We want to try to keep the toes up. They can roll slightly back, but try not to let them fall forward. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to come center first. So take a breath, and on your exhale, begin to walk the fingers forward to your space. So you may stay up on palms, you may be on forearms, you may be able to go all the way down. If you have blocks or pillows, you can use them to rest your forehead on. So let yourself settle into the breath. Slowing down. If thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them and let them go. Take one last breath and slowly rise up. Staying in our dragonfly, we're going to come to the right next. So we're going to do chest to knee. So simply turning your chest to face the right leg. Take that breath. And as you're ready, begin to walk yourself down. Finding a place, you can always use your blocks under your forearms. Or again, you can rest your head. Find that place where you can actually allow your body to relax. In yoga, we follow 3 guidelines. The first is we find our edge. That place where you're feeling the work, but you're not forcing the work. And we always want to do this with a kindness and a compassion to our own bodies. So many times you see those Instagram pictures where you're next to someone who's blessed with extraordinary flexibility. And our minds go, oh, I can do that. And we force ourselves into that position. Only we're not quite ready for that. So learning to take your time to let gravity assist. We'll get there. The second is to surrender to the stillness. This is perhaps the hardest part of any yin practice. For most of us, our lifestyles were constantly on the go. To the idea that just staying still and being present in the moment is something that we should do, can throw us for a loop. And then lastly, embracing the time. knowing the time will pass no matter what we choose to do. So give yourself permission for this time for yourself. Begin to heal the body from the inside out. To calm the mind. And for some, perhaps ease the soul. Take one last breath. And slowly come up. Gently turn to center. And we'll go straight to the left side. So turning the chest to face the knee, lengthen as you inhale. And begin to settle in, folding forward. When you feel the mind wandering away, bring it back to the mat, back to the breath. Focusing on each inhale and each exhale. Take one last breath and slowly rise. So we're going to come into deer with a side twist. So we're going to bring the right leg forward and the left knee is going to bend back. It's almost kind of a 90-90. So your right knee, ankle to knee, knee to hip to the front. The back leg is also in that 90 bend, but you can shift it more forward or back depending on your hip. We're going to square ourselves to the front. I like to take that front foot and center it with my body. Just helps me get into that hip a little bit better. Something to try. So we're going to begin with a tall twist. So placing the left hand on the right knee, or whichever knee you have in front. Begin to twist and look over the shoulder. Try to stay nice and tall. Take one more breath. Gently releasing the twist. Staying in this position, we're in a side bend. You're going to place that right hand out to the side. You're going to let it slide down. So you might come to your forearm. If you're very flexible, you might come farther down. You want to think of pressing the left hip down and away, and then taking that left hand over, and just letting it drape over your head. You can also use your blocks here for support on the arm or under the rib cage if you're low enough. If you have a pillow or a bolster, you can just recline down onto that. You're going to feel that left hip pop up a little bit. Your spine. We're focusing into that side body. You may feel some hip flexing. All perfectly okay. I'd like to bring affirmations into our yin class. With affirmations, you don't have to agree or disagree. Simply repeat it to yourself in your mind. See what it makes you feel. And then let it go. Our first for today is I am calm and centered. Taking one last breath. Slowly and gently make your way up. Then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Just gently bringing that back knee forward. Take a moment here. If you need to wiggle, shift your knees, any little movement you need. Then go ahead and switch sides. Finding your distance, sitting up nice and tall. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, coming into that tall twist first. One last breath. Gently come back to center. We're going to go into that side bend. Bring the arm out. Begin to slide down. Finding that length in the side. And as you're ready, extending the top arm and just letting it drape over. Your affirmation on this side. I am grateful for all I receive. Taking one last breath, gently begin to come back up. When you're ready to tall, just bring that back leg front, stretch both legs out long, and just give them a nice little bend. So we're going to come all the way down to our belly into Sphinx pose. So coming onto the belly, coming up onto the forearms, making sure the elbows underneath the shoulder, palms are flat. Relax the lower body down into the mat. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lengthen the back of your neck by just slightly tucking the chin. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, try to release the muscles in the low body. Are you squeezing the glutes or the quads? Just let them rest. I like to picture a line of energy from my elbow to my hip. Just slowly pulling those elbows back towards the hip. It doesn't have to be a movement you see. Just a movement you feel. Most agree that an overall element of our health is a healthy spine. And so in yin yoga, we try to always move the spine in its 6 directions. We twist, we side bend, we front bend and back bend. That makes sense. But if every day you can find a way to move your spine in all 6 directions, it truly will help to keep it strong and healthy. If you'd like to take this a little deeper, spread your hands a little wider, pressing into the palms, lift the elbows, finding seal pose. Try not to shrug the shoulders to the ears or lift the hips off the ground. If you lift up, and today this is just not a good pose for you, just return down to Sphinx. Take one final breath. If you're in seal, return to Sphinx. Bring the palms together, let the elbows come out, and just recline all the way down, letting your chin and your forehead rest on your hands. You can gently just let your hips sway a little side to side. For our final pose, we're going to make our way to our back. So however it works best for you to get there, you can simply roll over. You can press back and then recline down. So lying flat on the back. We're going to come into a double knee spinal twist. So shifting the hips to the right corner of your mat. Lifting the knees and dropping them to the left. Lengthen out the arms into a T or a cactus if you want a little more shoulder. You can also place the left hand on top of the knees. If you do have a block or a pillow, a nice adjustment here is to take that block or pillow and place it between your calves. This allows the hip to be neutral. I just think it feels good. So then you twist your gaze is where it feels best. Your affirmation here: I release the past and joyously await the new. One last breath. Slowly make your way back up. Place the feet down, shifting the hips to the left, and as you're ready, dropping the knees. Finding your preferred variation. Your final affirmation for today: I am unique, and that is my greatest strength. Take one last breath and slowly make your way back to center. Releasing any props to the side. From here, roll to your side and hold a fetal position for just a moment. Using your hands to assist you, Make your way to an easy seat. Hands resting on your knees or at your heart. Take a deep breath in and release. Take a little bit deeper and release. Take your deepest breath, completely fill and hold at the top. And let it all go. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I wish you all the best in the new year. And until next time, namaste.